Hi guys, it's Laura. Welcome back to another build video on my channel. Today is Sunday starter number 5, so I'm halfway through this building series, at least halfway through it if I'm gonna keep my promise of doing 10 starter homes, one each week since I started, and this is number 5. And I must admit, you guys, I struggled to find the inspiration for this one. Doing starter homes is really difficult, so I need to have some sort of challenge in them. Oftentimes my inspiration, it's triggered when there are limitations. If I'm just free to do whatever I want, I find it very hard to find my inspiration. But yeah, if there are limits, then it helps a little bit. So this build, for this build I wanted to do a tiny home, so I do a 5x5, and also this is a base game build, so there's a little extra challenge in that. So I have the challenge of space, and I have the challenge of sorry, I just lost it there, of what packs I can use. That's what I wanted to say. So yeah, that's what I was working with here. This is a single sim starter home. It only has a single bed. I guess you could fit in a larger bed, but I don't quite know where it would be, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know. But there are some things that you don't need, like you don't need 2 sinks in your house, and you don't need both. I'm gonna put in some bar chairs there at the cabinets there, or at the counters, the island counters, and you don't really need both those chairs. And I'm also gonna put in a desk with a chair, so that's a little bit overkill for a tiny home. So you could definitely make it smaller than this one, and I know people have, so it's not an issue. But this is actually, I think, a fairly realistic tiny home. Like, you have your little dining area there, and you, in a minute you'll see I put in, a computer and some storage space around the computer, and then we have the bed, which is just, it's a studio, so there's no separate bedroom, but the bed is behind some curtains so that you can actually space it off from the rest of the room if you have company, or if you just don't want to look at your bed all day, or the other way around, if you don't want to look at your apartment when you're in bed. So I made it so that could happen. I was working with the idea of putting in a living space, like a couch and a television, but I figured I wasn't gonna be able to comfortably fit that in there, or at least I couldn't make it look good. Also, you see here I brought in a sim. That's because when you do tiny houses or tiny builds, if you haven't tried that, one thing to note is that you will need some testing. So like, I needed to test the bathroom in the beginning, as you saw, because I needed to test whether the sim could use it, even though I put the objects so close together, and I used the move objects on cheat. So yeah, I needed to test that, and I also needed to test if the sim would actually use the bed with these curtains. As you just saw, the sim sort of walks through the curtains, but I think that's okay. That's fairly realistic still, and I like the look of it. I like having those curtains there in the middle of the room, to sort of separate the bed from the rest of the house. But as I said in the beginning of this video, I was really struggling to find the inspiration for this starter build. So if you want me to continue the series up to the 10th part, which I know I promised in the beginning, then maybe you could give me some ideas. Maybe you have some ideas for what you would like to see, or what kind of starter home you would want, what kind of theme, or maybe there are specific packs that you would want me to use. That would be great. So if you're like, oh, I only have these 3 packs, and I would really like a a starter home for my Sims and it's a family of this size, something like that, if you let me know, then I will definitely look at that and build that starter home, because as I said, my inspiration really comes from limitations. So if I have some ground rules, then I will be way better at filling them in than when I can just do whatever I want. Sometimes it's cool to be fully free and have all, like, be able to unfold your creativity as much as you want, but sometimes, at least for me, it works better if I have some limits that I need to work within, and I need to figure out solutions that work within those limits. So yeah, let me know if you have any wishes for starter homes that you would like to see on the channel, but also if there's something that you need in your game, let me know. I can build it. I would love to get suggestions or requests from you guys if you have any. So yeah, let me know. I also did a video yesterday, released a video on the new stuff pack that we will get on Tuesday, and I am super excited for that stuff pack. I think Sim Guru Graham, who is the producer of the stuff pack and the stuff packs in general, he just did an amazing job on this one. I know we all voted on it. It's the community stuff pack that we have been voting on since April of last year, but it looks so good, and we have a lot of objects compared to what we usually get in a stuff pack, so I think that's very great and very good. And also the gameplay and the animations and everything, we get way more with this stuff pack, I feel, than we have been getting with the previous stuff packs. So of course, for instance, we all remember the perfect patio stuff where we got the hot tub, which was an object that we needed for sure, but it was the only gameplay object that was added to the game in that stuff pack, and that's just looks like nothing. It dwarfs when you see it besides the new laundry system that they add in this latest stuff pack. So I'm really excited for that, and I will of course be doing a video on that when it releases on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. I'm really looking forward to it. I always love getting new content. I always love when we have new stuff to play around with for builds, but also for live modes. So yeah, I'm just happy about that. But I'm gonna leave this video here. We will be jumping into screenshots shortly. I hope you still like the building series and that it's useful for you. And again, let me know if you have any requests or ideas for the starter homes that I'm gonna be building, the next 5 starter homes. So yeah, I'm gonna leave, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!